So yesterday, when we did the law of sine, we did angle side and angle side angle. Okay, stop copying. Your notes or homework? Okay. Listen to my videos. This is why I make them. All right, angle, angle, side, and angle, side, angle. All right, this is when we use the law of sines. And we like it because it's a proportion and it's easy to just cross multiply. The only time we have to check for a second triangle is when it's the SSA. And we're not going to be an SSA, okay? But if we do have side, side angle, then you could have a second triangle, all right? Two cases are side, angle, side, all the sides. And when that happens, we're going to use the law of cosine. And it's just as easy as the law of sine. And so we're not going to memorize it. There's a pattern to it, okay? So the side across from the angle A is the small letter A. And the side across from angle and across C is the small letter C. If I want to find side A, I'm going to have A squared equals, I'm going to use my B and C to find this. So I'm going to get B squared plus C squared minus 2 times B and C, the two that are there already. And I'm going to take the cosine of whatever angle matches on the other side. So this time would be cosine of A. So watch. If I'm going to do B squared, if I have B squared, now I'm going to use the other two, so I'm going to use A and C. And then I'm going to take 2 times A and C, and then cosine of which angle? B. So these always match. If I want C squared, I'm going to use the A and the B, and the cosine of C. And so this is for side angle side, and when I have 3 sides. So here I have side, angle, side. And I'm looking for this side. I'm looking for the one across from the 127. So if it's across 127, that's going to go on one side by itself. And then I'm going to use the other 2 sides, right? So I'm going to take 16 squared plus, 28 squared minus 2 times 16. Oh, you guys, my pen. Times cosine of 127. I'm sorry about the bad writing, y'all. It's the board. I don't know what's wrong. So we're all going to do this together. So on your little handy-dandy calculator, we're going to take 16 squared plus 28 squared minus 2 times 16 times 28 times cosine of 127. And if you put all that together, you have 1,579.226 and on, correct? But that is my x squared. So I need the square root. So if you push the square root button, and then push your answer button, which is right by the equal sign, and push equal, you should get 39.739. Did everybody get that? Okay, try to set up number 2. You're looking for x. Okay, who got this? Yes? And what do we get for an x? I got 16 point. I don't remember what the decimal is. 840 what? Okay. Okay. So the last one, to do this, you have to draw the triangle. You're going to get this wrong. So this is triangle ABC. So here's my triangle. And it doesn't matter how you label it. It doesn't matter if what, as long as you label it and you put the numbers in the right same answer. So when I do that, angle C is 88, AC is 22, BC is 11.5, and I want to find this. So I'm given side, angle, side. So side, angle, side. So this is the side I want. So I'm going to use the other two sides to find that. So I'm going to have 22 squared and I got 24.466 feet. How'd you do? We're good? I told you, this is easy. Like, I can't make it harder. This is it. So we have two more examples we're going to do. I'm going to do number 4, and then I'm going to do number 6. So what am I given on number 4? I'm given all the sides, and I want to find this angle. Correct? So if I'm given all the sides, which one goes by itself? The one across from the angle you're trying to find. So this is the one across from the angle, so that's the side that has to go by itself. So I'm going to have 10 squared, and I'm going to use the other two, 11 squared plus 13 squared minus 2. Times cosine of x. So what's different about this one and the one above it? Right, this one I'm looking for an angle. And if I'm looking for an angle, which function do I have to use to undo cosine? Cosine, right? I have to find the inverse of the cosine. So okay, everybody's typing together. So I'm going to take 10 squared. That's 100, right? So I'm taking 100, and I'm going to subtract 11 squared. Then I'm going to minus 13 squared. So when you do that, everybody should have negative 190 equals so I'm going to divide. But when I divide, I want to divide by all of this at one time. I'm going to push divide. I'm going to put negative 2 times 11 times 13. And I did it right. You got 90. But I want the inverse cosine to get the x, correct? So everybody push the and the inverse cosine. And then down next to the equal sign is your answer. Push answer and then equal. And if you did it, you got 48.369. If you didn't get that, you couldn't even punch the buttons right. You get it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's do number 6. Draw your triangle the way you think it's going to look. What? So I'm trying to find angle R, correct? So which side has to go by itself? The 14.